welcome to a brand new episode of Nintendo PowerZone Unboxing, and guys, I am so excited to unbox what's on the table today. Today we are unboxing the Jakks Pacific World of Nintendo line Splatoon Splattershot Blaster. First time we saw this was at New York Toy Fair, and I have been dying for this to come out since then. As you guys should know, Splatoon was one of my favorite games on the Wii U, and with Splatoon 2 literally just a few weeks away, Jakks really capitalized well on the timing of the release of this toy. So let's go ahead and start with the box as always. The box itself is all white and covered in great artwork from Splatoon 1. Starting at the top left of the box, we have the official Nintendo licensed product seal. To the right of that, we see the World of Nintendo logo, and under that we have the Splatoon logo. To the right of the logo, we have the blue squid performing a super jump, leaving a trail of ink that extends to the right corner of the box. At the very right hand corner of the box, we have the recommended age group, and under that, the box lets you know that it includes 2 ink tanks. Moving on to the center of the box, we have our window display, which shows you everything that comes inside the package. So you can see the Splattershot in all of its glory, you see the 2 ink tanks, and you see a pair of the pilot goggles which come straight from out of the game, and that's awesome. Over to the left, we have a picture of the Inkling boy. Under him to the right is the Inkling girl, and at the right hand corner of the box, we have the product description, the Splattershot Blaster, and finally we have the Jakks Pacific logo. Looking at the right side of the box, we have some great artwork from the original game and all of the logos. Moving to the back of the box, there is so much going on back here, including a great product description. Splattershot Blaster. It's splatter be splatted. The Splattershot is a rapid-fire ink shooter that excels at both inking turf and splatting enemies, making it the perfect choice for any Inkling. Under that, we see everything that is included in the box as well as other products in the line, and it looks like they're going to be expanding this line, and I hope that they really do so much more than just what we see right there at the bottom of the box. Finally, the left side of the box has more logos and more great artwork. Guys, let's go ahead and unbox this bad boy. Okay, so we got everything out of the box, and look, there is so much detail in each item on the table that it makes me excited. So starting with the ink tanks, these are amazing. They take the look and feel of the ink tanks from the game and are filled with ink. Now, it's called ink, but it's really slime that fills these tanks, and we're going to take a better look at the ink itself in a little bit, but check out the detail on the tank because the design is straight out of the game minus some paid application, but that's not really a big deal. I love this. I almost didn't want to do this unboxing because I do not want to waste the ink. Moving on to the goggles, these are a great pack-in. Not only do they look how they do in the game itself, but Jakks knows that kids will inevitably shoot each other in the face with these and have found a way to protect children's eyes. They also make for a great cosplay accessory. Guys, let's talk about the Splattershot Blaster. The thing is huge and heavier than I thought it would be. It is not cheaply made at all, and it looks almost exactly how it does in the game. There are a few changes here that I want to talk about because for the most part, the changes are here mostly for functionality purposes. Starting with the container, there's a cap at the top that unscrews, and this is how you will fill the Splattershot with the ink that comes inside of the ink tanks. Along the side of the Splattershot is the Splatoon logo, which is there for branding purposes, but directly under that logo is a safety, and it functions the way a safety is supposed to by locking the trigger to prevent accidental discharges. Finally, the last major change at the butt of the Splattershot is a port that you can screw an additional ink tank so that you can carry more than one at a time, which is actually pretty ingenious and a design choice that I totally agree with. Alright guys, it's comparison time, and what I have here on the table is the Splattershot water gun that I imported from Japan. And take a look at how similar these two products are, but at the same time there are some pretty key differences, starting with the size. The Jakks Splattershot is way bigger and much more sturdy than the Japanese water gun. The colors of the Jakks version are also more reflective of the game. This is a first for the channel, but I actually prefer the Western version of the Splattershot made by Jakks. They really upped their game and made a great and wonderful looking Splattershot. But guys, let's go ahead and move on to the fun part. Alright guys, it's time to test out the functionality of the Splattershot. So I've already gone ahead and I've opened up the blue ink, and let's just go ahead and take a look at it, see what it's like. So I've already taken off the foil tab, which was so difficult. I had to do it off camera because just a pain in the butt to take off that foil and I hated it, but it's all good. Let's see this. Okay, so it's like a real slimy texture. I love this. As a kid, I used to love playing with slime. Oh, look at that. It's really goopy. Which is good. The goopier the better. Because if it's going to shoot out of that gun, it's going to be a lot of splatting. And it's going to be messy. And you don't want it to get clogged up inside of the splatter shot. So it doesn't really have that much of a smell to it. But it's very neat. So as per the instructions, we're going to go ahead. We're going to unscrew the top of the splatter shot. And we're just going to go ahead and pour it in there. Oh, look at that. It's much more difficult than just, you know, jumping in the ink in the game. But we're getting it out there. It came out pretty easy. So it fills all the way up, almost to the damn near top. That's pretty good. Alright, whoop, wrong cap. And we're just going to go ahead and screw the cap back on. Alright, gotta look at the instructions. To prime blaster, pump the handle of the blaster back and forth slowly 15 to 20 times or until the ink starts to discharge. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna clear the table. Ooh! I don't know if you guys saw that. Let me go ahead and turn the camera more this way. We've got this whiteboard here. And I don't know if you can see that, but I splatted and it came out pretty handily. There we go. Oh my god. And that is just a lot of fun. Oh man, Jakks Pacific really did a great job with this. This is one of the coolest things I have seen in a long time. Let's give it a couple more shots. And it really splatters, guys. It is a lot of splatter, and this is very messy. I've already got some on the floor. So this is all water soluble, so you don't have to worry too much about the mess. I am messing up my whiteboard though. That we use this as a backdrop for unboxing videos. Hopefully it doesn't make too much of a mess. But guys, you see all of this. This is a lot of fun. This is incredible. I am really liking this toy. Now, it is a little sad that, these bottles are going to be emptied out. I'm going to go ahead and pick up a few refills because totally worth it. I love the functionality of this. This thing is great. Let's give it a couple more shots. Love it. Love it. Absolutely love it. Alright guys, but don't go anywhere because when we come back, we're going to go ahead and hit you up with score time, alright? Alright guys, we're back and it is score time, my favorite time. Why? Because I get to tell you whether or not something is worth your hard-earned money. So, right now I want to start with the appearance of the product. The Splattershot is really on point. There are a few little design changes that they made, and those really are there for functionality purposes. You have the top that unscrews so that you can go ahead and pour the ink in, and then you have the bottom of the butt of the gun where you can actually go ahead and screw in an extra ink tank, which is great, especially if you're on the go. So those changes do not really hinder the design of the Splattershot at all, and as far as their functionality is concerned, they're really great. Now moving on to the overall functionality of the toy itself, this is where this thing really shines. Splatoon is all about, shooting ink all over the place, and this gun really accomplishes that in a way that a water gun just absolutely could not. At the end of the day, the best people were gonna do was probably put, food coloring in like super soakers and shoot that. What Jakks Pacific did was far more ingenious. They took the basic slime concept that we've had for a long time in toys, and they found a new application for it, which is great. Slime is one of my favorite toys of all time, and the fact that Jakks Pacific found a new way to play with it, that's yes, absolutely yes to that, because it is just so much fun to go ahead and ink things. I'm not gonna lie, guys, after I did the demonstration here on the camera, I went outside and I shot my Splattershot over and over and over until I finished out the blue ink, and it was so much fun. Now what's cool about this is, for parents, the cleanup is very simple. It really just washes off with warm water. It doesn't really stain that much. I shut up my whiteboard and there's no stains on it, which is great because I really need that whiteboard for my backdrop for unboxing videos like this. But guys, I'm going to go ahead and give it a 10 for its appearance. I'm going to give it a 10 for its functionality. I'm giving this toy a perfect 10, and it deserves it. It really does. It gets our official Nintendo PowerZone seal of quality, but not only that, this is my toy of the year. This is the best toy in 2017 without a shadow of a doubt, and it's coming to you guys from Jakks Pacific. I was really wondering whether or not the World of Nintendo line was getting the proper love that it deserved from Jakks, but this right here tells me I was so wrong, and Jakks, you guys, please expand upon this line. You really should. There are so many amazing weapons in Splatoon. I would love to see them work around, to make an ink roller or a slosher bucket. I would love to see so much more Splatoon themed guns from this line, but they actually did do a little bit of something else. They have the Splattershot Mini. We're gonna put that right here. This is more of the budget Splattershot. We're gonna go ahead and do a separate unboxing for this, so just so you guys know what's coming up in the next few days. But guys, this product right here is my 2017 toy of the year. I am in love with this toy. It is so much fun, and just from an aesthetic purpose, it looks great. It's the perfect prop to have if you're a Nintendo fan like I am. And it comes with all these great accessories. It comes with the goggles. It comes with 2 bottles of ink. You notice I've used one up, and it's just a lot of fun. And even the ink, looking like, coming in the ink tanks, that was great design. Jakks Pacific really stepped their game up, and they truly deserve the Nintendo PowerZone seal of quality. But guys, that's going to be it for this episode of Nintendo PowerZone Unboxing. Before I let you go, I got to hit you up with the social media links. You can hit me up on Twitter at NyceOne983 or at NPowerZone. You can check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/Nintendo PowerZone. If you're a fan of the Nintendo PowerZone podcast, you can always download new episodes on iTunes, Google Play Music, and stream new episodes on Stitcher Radio. But if you want to watch the show live, you can catch us right here on YouTube, youtube.com/user/thearticle, THAARTICLE. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and watch out for Amiibo Hunters on the prowl. Deuces.